Welcome back, everyone, to ESA Summer 21. We are here to raise money for Save the Children. Links to donate can be found just below the stream. We'd also like to thank Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring the event. Now, get ready. It's time for Primal Light, being run by Vertz505. Vertz, take it away.
Hey, thank you, everybody. I'm Vertz505. I'm going to be playing Primal Light. For the sake of time, I'm just going to ask Tyler Salt to introduce himself, and then we'll get started.
Hey, I'm Tyler Salt. I also run this game sometimes on Vertz's couch.
Yes, and glad to have you here. I definitely need reminders about what happens in this game.
Yes.
So we'll start once I select this submit, and then we'll kind of go over what makes this game kind of cool. And Tyler will give the rundown of the plot that he's very good at giving. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, go. And immediately skip a cutscene that would tell you the plot. Tyler, take it.
This is Primal Light. Krog's village burned down. You are Krog. Krog want revenge. That's the plot of Primal Light. That's all you need to know.
Yep.
So you'll notice Vertz right away rolling a bunch. This is one of a couple movement things you get. It's the one you have at the beginning. It is slightly faster than walking. I think it saves a couple seconds on the first screen alone. You'll see a bunch of it for the first 2 levels, and then no more of it at all because we get a slide, and the slide's faster.
That was a little sloppy.
Ooh, yeah. Got birds are jerks in every video game, as we know.
Particularly this one.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, obviously some pretty smooth platforming. This game came out last summer, so summer of 2020, and built by 2 guys, which is really fantastic. Just the game looks and plays so smoothly. It is difficult while being forgiving, and is a really easy run to pick up. I'm an extremely mediocre speedrunner, and I have leaderboard time on this, so it's good. So yeah, Vertz, aside from that one bird, pretty good so far. I gotta say, pretty clean. Some nice damage boosts. We're into our first mini boss here. So most of the levels have these mini boss fights. They are scripted so that they show up at the same place every time, and so you just kind of get the setup and then you're good. That one is surprisingly difficult, I have to say.
Yeah, I definitely died there like 10 times on my casual playthrough. Yeah. Coming up on the first boss here is a dinosaur for some reason. And we just punch him in the face with our sword. Ow.
Or whatever that is. Yeah, there is a pixel where you want him to do that fireball shot, and then the 2 different fireball shots. You don't want him to do this lunge because you have to go away. But there is a spot that's right on that grass somewhere where you can stand, and if he doesn't do the lunge, if he does the other 2, you can dodge both of them and keep whacking him. But that was not. I think there were 2 or 3 lunges. That's not too bad.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, the lunge is a little bit slow just because like you do want to get away because you can take a couple of hits, but not too many.
Yeah. Here's stage 2. We get introduced to the real final boss of this game, as it is in so many games, ladders. Ladders are very difficult to deal with in this game. You want to be able to jump up the ladder because that's faster, and this is a speed run. But in order to do that, you need to have a neutral D-pad, and so you have to kind of like rhythm it. You hit B and then up, and B and then up, like in a nice pattern there, and that's how you do it. So, all right. That jump can be a little iffy back there.
I've lost many runs to that jump.
There's a lot of like immediately running into a room and going immediately like that. I think it's up here actually, up on the left hand. Is there it's coming up. Where there's a room that we don't go into in this run because it's any percent, and you can read a little thing that says "Fortune favors the bold," and that's sort of the speedrun philosophy here, where most of the time the cycles work out really nicely if you just go immediately from the room, and if you wait at all or you hesitate at all, the cycles get a lot less comfy, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if that was like an intentional setup by the devs, but it works out pretty well for us. For sure.
Yes.
We'll do this. I've taken a little bit of extra damage in this level so far, but we should be okay.
Yeah, there's a decent lot of damage boost strats in this run, but maybe not as many as you would think. The recoil when you get hit is absolutely deadly.
It's bonkers.
You go back you go back so far, and so many times that enemy is right there to knock you back into the obligatory bottomless pit or acid or lava or whatever. I'm taking a little bit safe there because we want to be able to do this damage boost there. That's a lot better. Nice, good, right. Good.
Now on to boss number 2, who likes to fire his lasers.
Zorby boy.
And also shoot a bunch of lightning balls at me, which is not great. The best thing he can do is just kind of like stop and do his 4-way laser like he did multiple times there for me. So appreciate that. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, nice. Good fight.
Yeah, so anytime we finish off a boss, it's a good chance to read any donations if we have any.
Well, I would like to remind everybody that we've got some pretty amazing prizes up for grab throughout the marathon. And all of your donations are actually cumulative towards getting in on these prizes. So when you see something like the PlayStation 5 bundle with Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, you're like, oh, that's a minimum donation of $50. It's a minimum donation of $50 throughout the entire week. So if you donate 10 now, 20 later, 5 later on, as the marathon goes on, if it all adds up to $50, you're in for that. So
what a deal.
Go ahead and check out prizes.esamarathon.com and check out what we've got available. We've got a couple monitors from ViewSonic. We've got a really bitchin' controller from that's been customized by Spicy Frog for the Nintendo Switch. And we've got a Perler, a Bomberman, which looks really, really cool to me. So yeah, check them out, get your donations in, and get in on those prizes.
Nice.
So this is stage 3. The platforming takes a bit of a nudge up here, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to hit a lot of these switches. We did get the slide ability at the top of the level. You will now no longer see any rolling as long as Vertz does everything perfectly. There are a bunch of, you saw that big gate off there to the left in the last room with the bonfire in it. There are a lot of little side rooms in this game with different power-ups and different and really kind of tricky platforming challenges a lot of the time. But this is any percent, so you're going to go to see us go into one and only one of those rooms. It's in the next level. But there is a 100% run too, where you go and it's 100%. You do all of it.
Yeah, 100% is a lot of fun. Ooh, hey. Yeah, 100% is a lot of fun. You get to see a lot of really interesting challenge rooms, and oh my gosh, what was that roll? Yeah, the roll happens if you kind of try to do your slide a little bit too fast. Salty jump.
Yeah, salty jump. Named after some guy. I'm not familiar.
Some guy,
definitely did that on purpose in his first playthrough.
Discovered some speed tech on purpose. No big deal. Okay, that's scary.
Oh yeah. These priest guys are. Oh, I just saw that was what was scary. I'm a little behind.
Yeah,
these priest guys are difficult to deal with for sure. Because you kind of have to like weave in and out in order to avoid their attack.
And this climb section is particularly annoying with them because they will knock you off of this platform that you're climbing, and then you fall all the way down, and you feel really silly, and you reset.
That's smart to kill that fireball guy on the left.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Thought I could make it.
I was listening. I was like, oh, this is the worst. This is my least favorite room in the whole game.
Yeah, this one's pretty bad.
It's so tight.
We're on kind of a bad cycle now. Still got up here though.
You'll notice the little green bars underneath Krog's health bar. Those are heals. You start with 3 at the beginning of every level. They are nice. You have to be careful if you get hit in the middle of one, or if you leave the room in the middle of one, it just stops healing. That's tricky.
Yeah, because I think you're the healing is like a slow ratchet up, but the damage is instantaneous. It's like almost a reverse of the Earthbound health mechanic.
Oh yeah,
where like in that your health like ticks down and you can stop yourself from dying, but not in this game.
Not in this game. Ooh,
okay.
This is Stompy Boy.
That was a little scary, but
that was a good fight. Oh, and the backwards hit, last one too. Nice.
Yeah, I was a little scared. He was coming for me. Yeah, that boss is one of the harder ones for sure when you're kind of getting started, because he can be a big jerk with some of his attacks. There's some tough stuff in this level.
Fast pendulums. Let's do it.
Went for it.
Yeah. This is the obligatory sewer level. There was one in the last run, I know, and there's one here too. This is the level where we're going to get our one and only one power up, and I'll mention it now. A little bit later, we're going to get the Amulet of Krog.
Nope.
Right? No.
Yes.
Which one is it?
Yeah, I believe it's either the Amulet or the Emblem of Krog, something to that
effect. Rip. Yeah, you can see. So these pendulums are tricky because if they hit you, if any one of these pendulums hit you, it's right into the acid and you're dead. It's rough.
All right.
Oh, so the power up. Oh yeah,
go for it.
Good. The power up makes Krog do more damage, but also take more damage. Does make the run a little bit more dangerous, but the time that it saves on boss fights alone is worth it. It's really remarkable. In particular, like it's almost worth it just on the boss of this level alone. Mm-hmm. So this is a tough little section.
If you don't get it, and Tyler knows from running a low percent before anybody else did, it's pretty darn miserable if you're trying to do it without this upgrade. It's like 40 something hits on him.
Oh, nice damage boost there. That was good.
Oh god, it's 4. Imagine miscounting the number of hits you need on an enemy.
Imagine thinking that you have the power up already.
Yeah.
That we're gonna get here in about a couple minutes. Maybe the hardest thing about the mini bosses, when you're learning them at least, is that you can see the enemies do that little burst of light when they spawn in. That hurts. You can't get hit by that, and that's why it's really important to be right on the your setups for when the guys spawn, and it's why the one particular boss fight later on in the game is very different, because sometimes they don't spawn in the right place, and we'll call that out when it happens.
Yeah, and there's a couple of cycles where that happens. So we just got the souvenir of Krog is in fact its name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I disagree with that, but that's fine.
Don't forget to equip it at the next bonfire.
Yeah, I should probably also heal.
Oh, that jump was scary over that guy. Holy crap! I haven't seen you do that before.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad. Yeah, we've had some recent runs from some Brazilian speedrunners who have been showing me some cool new tech. So I'm trying to adapt their new tech in a lot of new levels. Hi, Kitty.
Yeah. If you like coming up with new strats, this is a great game. If this is the sort of genre that you like and you like coming up with new strats, this is a great game to get into. The speedrun community is very small. It's only really a handful of us right now, but the game is so good. The developers are really responsive. Made a great game. Oof.
I moved a little too early there.
But this game is very, very far from being optimized.
Yes, I have had the world record in this for a while, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I keep improving it because there's just so much that we are figuring out about it still. If you're a
glitch hunter,
yes,
come on into it, because we haven't found any yet. But that's not really any of our milieu. If that's something you like doing, then by all means, welcome to the Primal Light community, because we haven't found any glitches yet.
Yeah, I did find one, but it's not helpful and just soft
not
locks
helpful.
you.
Excuse me, we haven't come up with any helpful glitches.
All right, but this boss.
Here's this guy.
You know what I didn't do, Tyler Salt? Is
what didn't you do?
Equip the thing.
No, thought you did.
Nope, I did not. It's okay.
Is it faster to take a death?
At this point, no.
Okay.
If it happens, it happens. If he gives me this pattern, it might. Yep. Thought I held down. Well, okay, you get to see it with this now.
Okay, so yeah, you can see just how many hits. Like that guy would have been dead for sure. Yeah. But you can see this guy's got 4 patterns. There's the clockwise spin, that one. There's a counterclockwise spin. There's the kind of fast waves, and there's just the kind of the slow shot. And it is telegraphed by the color of the eyeball that comes out. I mean, I can't see it fast enough. But you really want that small, the slow one.
I thought I died there. I stopped moving and faced the wrong way, and I was like, "What happened?"
Oh no! Yep, rip.
But it was okay.
Yeah. That level is so hard.
Yeah, there are just a lot of tricks where if you fail the trick, it's like, well, I just lost 50 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
All right, getting a nice little movement upgrade here.
Yep, this is the air dash. It lets you dash in the air. Or dash ability. So now, and it's nice because the dash and the slide are on different cooldowns. So you see that a little bit whenever there is a decent amount of horizontal space for Vertz to cover. You can kind of alternate really nicely between the dash and the slide for the optimum speed. Because they cool down just off from one another, that you can alternate from one to the other, which is great. So.
Yeah, so as we're kind of just going through some platforming, this is also a good time for some donations, because we're just going to be kind of moving and grooving here.
Right on. Well, just want to remind everybody what we're here to do, and that is to raise money for Save the Children. Save the Children is, it's a hell of a charity to raise money for. I've enjoyed being a part of working with ESA and raising money for them for years now. And a little bit about them, when children grow up with violence and the threat of violence, that can lead to lifelong physical, emotional, and mental health problems. Save the Children works with families and communities to help to promote positive social norms and behaviors to help prevent violence against children. They're always ready and among the first organizations to deliver life-saving relief for children and their families, whether they're living in conflict zones or facing a natural disaster. So far, we've raised $35,440. That's an amazing total so far, and we've got a lot of marathon left to go. So keep those donations coming, keep supporting Save the Children, and we will keep showing you some amazing speedrun content.
All right. Just went through a little stealth section there. Got a little bit off. I was a little bit late moving to the right.
And that last guy was kind of rude there.
Yeah, he just likes to hover. The AI on these guys is like, once you're close enough, they will just start moving toward you, and then eventually do their attack when they feel like it.
They are very predictable, but yeah, they will. There was a recent change to how they operated a little bit, I think, in the last patch, and it made them a little bit tougher to get around in a couple situations.
Yeah, one particular one, I think in stage 6. Oh man, what was that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think I figured out how to deal with that guy, but
nice.
We'll see when we get there.
Yeah, we'll see. We're coming up on definitely the hardest boss yet, I would say. They're not all like that, but this guy moves very quickly. He's, again, predictable, but pretty, the tells are very quick, and he can definitely just absolutely whomp you so fast.
Yep.
Beefy boy.
Nice. All right, not too bad.
Nice fight, yeah.
Yeah, the safe way to do that is just get 2 hits after every attack that he does and just be ready to jump or move away. You can go for 3. It's kind of scary, but you can do it. All right, stage 6 is where we have that weird sword skeleton that can cause problems. So I'll try to point that out when we get to him.
Are you going for the thing that we don't have a name for yet?
Yes.
Heck yes.
We're shopping around for names.
this is when I get to be on my soapbox for a second. The way that so many speedrunners name things sucks. I'm sorry, you guys are bad at naming stuff. Oh, we call this giant skip because it lets you skip the giant. I hate that. Come up with something better. So now in this game, there's a big giant, a Yeti, and we want to skip him. And so we are in the market for for a good name for this that isn't Giant Skip or Yeti Skip. And we've gotten a couple. And I guess Nordic, if there are any good ones in the chat that you see, or Jaws, if you're out there in the chat, keep track of these. Because if we like one, we will use it.
I'll keep my eyes open for you.
Thank you.
I like some of these disappearing blocks because if you jump fast enough, they don't disappear.
Oh, nice. That's always good.
It's hard to do. I don't know what the timing is exactly. Come on, dude.
Just get good. Just go faster.
Just be a speedrunner. Gosh.
Come on.
But, all right, here's our giant skip.
Yeah. Don't fall into the pit.
Yeah, thank you. This pit right here has claimed many speedruns. Go.
Because you want to slide right into it and roll, and you just roll right into the pit with the bonfire there. And that's one of the longest segments in the game, too.
It's so bad.
You know what? I think I got one for you then. Why don't you call it the Sasquatch Slide?
Ooh, yeah.
That's my favorite yet. That's my favorite yet. I like that a lot. The Sasquatch Slide. All right.
Oh, come on.
This boss coming up is, I think, pretty reasonable. There's one very cheap thing that it can do. It can spawn some skulls that accelerate as they fly at you, but it can spawn them off the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, and you can't see them.
And you can't see them. Oh, that's really smart. Is that a new one too?
Yep,
oh, that's really smart.
I think that's a Kavalka move. Okay. Wanted to slide, but that works too, I guess. Oh.
What a great strat. That's great.
Yeah, I was like, oh, nice. And I think it ends up saving you time even if you have to do it twice. That's that skull attack that can just not be in a good spot. Man, he's not giving me a good pattern today. Look, dude.
Yeah, he's got another attack where he kind of puts 3 things on the ground.
He'll like make
we didn't
little
see it all. Great
landmines. Yeah, he like sometimes just doesn't do it. He'll make little landmines, and ideally he'll just make a ton of them, and then just like not do anything else. And it's really funny. Like I've gotten a 2 cycle on him because he'll just stand there and do that.
It's great. Okay. This run has our one and only death warp, or this level has our one and only death warp here. We're going to be going through this section of the level. Eventually, we want to go up there from that previous room where those coins were on the platforms. But we don't want to do that yet because we can't get up there yet. We need the double jump because this is an action platformer. There's a double jump. And so what we do is we're going to jump over this that bonfire right there, which I'm sure you just did successfully. Very good.
Indeed.
And we're gonna pick up this. We're gonna pick up the double jump power up in this next room. There it is over there. And then take an intentional death all the way back to the beginning of the level. Saves a bunch of backtracking, which is nice. You don't get to do that in 100% because there are other things that you need to do over there.
So you can. It's just more scary.
Oh, okay.
Because there's another room where you,
that's right.
you need to go for one of the charms, I think.
That's right, yeah.
It is doable without getting the checkpoint, but it's pretty hard. Oh, come on now, guys. Didn't have to be like this.
Oh, did it? Yep. So this is what we were talking about, where just sometimes, we don't know why, all 4 of these guys will spawn on the ground, when instead 2 of them should be on the ground and 2 of them should be on those platforms. Happens maybe like 1 out of every 3 times. No idea why.
Yeah, so it can happen it happened to me on the second cycle of that as well, instead of the third one earlier.
Really? Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that
this
before.
Never happens. That's new.
Yeah.
Jump, please. All right, so we're out of the worst of this level. That tree section is like, if you fall, it's over. You're dead.
Yeah. This is the most RNG heavy boss in the game. Really, there's really only one. It's got 3 patterns like most of the bosses, but there's really only one that you can get any consistent damage in on. And we haven't seen it yet. He'll go to the center and then kind of go back and forth shooting fire down at the ground. Oh man. So, yeah, RNG snack. The music is a banger, though, at least. There it is.
He can, of course, go out of that and then immediately move into you and kill you. There we go. Pretty slow. He was kind of a jerk, but
yeah, he was pretty jerky this time.
Yeah, you can hit him in some of my better runs. I have hit him when he's like moving around really quick. He has like a quick one and then a slow one. The slow one is really nice because it's like you can get him on that. It's no problem.
Like you can get damage in. It's just not consistent at all. You want to see as many of those back and forths as you get.
Yeah, it's just scary.
Yeah. This is the Contra level.
Oh.
They added these this gross art on the doors recently. It's good. It's so gross. We see a lot of these fireball shooting guys, and we got some shenanigans to kind of get around them. Their hitboxes are smaller than you think they are. We've got other enemies in this level include a Meatball from Aqua Teen Hunger. Meatwad, excuse me, Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Come on now.
So like right there, you saw like kind of jumped past that fire shooting face, and just like Krog's arm went through him.
So close to him, yeah.
Once he starts shooting his laser, though, it's bad, or his flame. I'm sorry. This mini boss is fun.
This is a rough one, yeah. This is the toughest. I think the last mini boss fight in the game, though.
Yes,
there isn't one in stage 9, yeah. So
yeah. Yeah, it's bad when you're learning it, but once you kind of know what happens and have a pattern that you can follow, it's pretty good.
Yeah. The previous mini boss in stage 7 is by far the hardest one.
Yeah, just because it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
Hey, I remembered that I was going into this room.
Oh, nice.
Usually I forget and just
run right into that guy. Yep.
Yeah, just walk right onto him every time.
There's just a bunch more platforming through this. If you've got any donations or messages, now would be a good time.
Joystick.
Right on. We do have something. I've got a $20 donation from your Curious 59 saying, looking forward to some Sega bass fishing action. Thanks to all the runners and the staff and volunteers. And I think you know where that donation went to. That would be that Mario Party 7 bonus game incentive. We're getting closer. We're at $152.66 out of the $1,500 that we need to make that happen.
Nice. All right, stage 8 boss is a jerk.
This guy sucks. This is the DVD screensaver boss. He can just change his momentum and at a whim, and with very little warning.
And he's really going for it today. He did not come to play today. Oh, nice job.
Once he starts shooting out in all 4 directions, you're halfway done.
There we go. Yeah, I took it a little slow just because he, angle of incidence is the angle of reflection. If you remember your physics course in high school or college, he'll hit something like a DVD screensaver and then bounce. Sometimes he will get himself in the corner, which is not allowed by DVD screensavers.
This is the hardest platforming level in the game by far. Oh no.
I'm going to blame my joystick on that one.
Oh, what? I just saw it.
I just slid the wrong way.
Yeah. So Vertz is not just being cheeky, blaming his controller. There was not just being cheeky. There's a recent update to this game. Broke something about how we both of us usually use a Super Nintendo controller to run this, and the most recent update broke it. We don't know why.
Yeah.
And so Vertz is playing on an old Xbox 360 controller with an analog stick instead of a D-pad.
It's really hard.
It's really hard. But you know what? The first time he did this in a marathon a couple months ago, he's like, "Oh no, I have to play with this controller." He set a world record in the marathon, so whatever. Going slow for it here. Yeah, that's probably smart. Oh. Ooh, all right.
There was a lot of scary things that happened there, but we made it, so we're okay.
Yep. This is the hardest platforming level and the hardest platforming segment that we're in the middle of. This room right here, you have to go through twice, and so if you are a glitch hunter, again, if you can find a way for us to only go through this room once, we'd love it.
Yes, please. This room is bad.
It's hard, and you have to do it twice.
Oh my gosh, what is that? All right, I'm gonna go for my scary strat here.
Okay.
Nope.
Do it.
All right. We're gonna heal and then we're gonna try it again.
Nope. That's pretty funny.
Right, well, that's fine. We'll take it slow because we're about to die. We'll probably take an intentional death after this.
Oh yeah.
You can get through this room in one cycle, and I've done it many times, but oh no, why? Why didn't you slide, Krog? Why do you do this to me?
Oh no.
Why do you do this? Okay, so you get to see this segment again, because it's a cool segment.
I have lost so many runs right there for that in that exact way. It's a little bit, I like taking that deboost a little earlier and killing the first guy. I like that.
Yeah, it's I keep finding ways to kind of make that a little bit more manageable. Can you please get hit? Thank you. This dude.
Oh jeez.
There we go. Jeez. Just get on a bad pattern and you just kind of have trouble getting out of it. It's that kind of game. Why? It's
at
like
least
timing's a little off there.
At least you didn't hit the switch again.
Yeah,
nicely, if you die, the switches stay hit, which is nice. So
yeah, fortunately. All right, now we're at the boss. I really hate dying right before a bonfire because we have to do the whole segment again.
Yeah, this boss is pretty nice. He's got a couple different patterns. One of them is this green ball thing that you can just stand in the middle and wail on him for as long as possible. There really aren't many attacks of his that are super dangerous. You have to be careful, but
yeah, you caught me off guard with that flame attack.
They're probably I
lost a minute and 10 seconds in that level.
Oh man, rip.
That was pretty rough. Yeah, it was just when you die right before a bonfire after a tough platforming
it's
segment,
brutal. Yeah, run over.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, it's hard.
So the last level in the game, stage 10 here, is a bit of a break. Honestly, it's much easier platforming wise, and there are fewer enemies than most of the last couple levels for sure. There are some tricky things. I lied before. I said the only death warp. There are two. There's one in here as well.
Yeah, I was gonna wait until I did it to be like, you were wrong.
I forgot.
There it is. And now we're at 0 lives unintentionally. Ideally, you only get 2 deaths in this game, but we've had some trouble. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, that's speed running.
There's another one. That's okay. Oops.
The speed warp backwards. That's good. The nice thing, so this category is any % relaxed, and so lives and continues mean very, very little. The only difference between a death and a game over in relaxed is that if you've killed a mini boss and you die before the next bonfire, if you just die normally, you don't have to. The mini boss stays dead. But with a game over, you have to fight it again. That's the only difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. If you're on a higher difficulty, then it's much worse because you have to start the whole level again.
That's what the money is for. You can buy, use these coins, these little gold things that, by the way, are coins, because we don't care about them in Relaxed. You can at that little the little old man who sits next to the bonfire near the end of the level will sell you extra lives.
This dude right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Very
careful
important.
with the laser eyes.
Yes. I'm just going for it.
Yeah? All right, do it. Whatever. Pog.
Those guys are scary. All right. I always kill those two.
Yeah, that's smart.
I like how
you
taught me that, but I'm the only one who does it now.
Well, all right. Coming up on the last boss, who burned down Krog's home? It was Andros from Star Fox.
This will be about 30 to 45 to 60 seconds, depending on what he does.
Time is on the last hit. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, this is really bad. All right, there we go. All right, so he has 3 phases. Each phase, the area gets a little bit smaller. So we skipped the second phase because we were able to hit his hands while he was doing it. Ow. Nice, done. Time. That was faster than I thought. Okay.
Hey, GG.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, that was all right. 35-22 on my end, so pretty good. Pretty good.
This is better than my PB. So.
And then you saw the head explode once, but what's better than the head exploding once? Exploding twice.
Heck yeah!
And then you get to see Krog's triumphant return to his village.
All Krogs celebrate,
and all Krogs celebrate. Maybe there it is. All Krogs celebrate. There's a couple of us doing this little dance.
I'm doing it too. You can't see me. It's like the Numa kid.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so that's Primal Light. A super fun game, really quick speedrun to pick up. I think the first time I ran it, it probably got an hour, 6 minutes, something like that. It's tough, but I think it's really fair. So shout outs to Shane and Jeff for developing the game. Shout outs to Tyler for joining me today. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And we'll see a very quick end screen here with the in-game time, which is very inaccurate.
We've got a Discord. This is what you say, right? We've got a Discord. If you're interested in speedrunning the game, then check out the Discord and talk to us. The devs are really nice. Again, it's a small community, but it's a good one, a welcoming one, and we'd love to have you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that is it. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it.
GG's.
And thank you for the run.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have a brief break. When we come back, we are going to hop on over to the PS5 with Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, being run by FBI Michael Scarn. So sit tight, relax. We'll be back before you know it.